killer. I cop cocaine, soon it became cash. Only person that I ever hustled for was Dame Dash. Rather trafficking, driving down Cake Street. One of our pit stops.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Have a sample shopping episode for you guys. I know it's been a few weeks before, we've done one of these, but we're back, and I'm going to have 2 more episodes after this, and then some more later down the road. If you've been checking the Decant Shop website, where obviously my sample shopping episodes are sponsored by decantshop.com, that coupon code MAX12 will get you 12% off any order, anytime. They're going to be redoing the entire website and adding new fragrances, so they just haven't been adding anything because that's coming down the pipeline. So you can still order whatever you want, but new stuff will be added, and that discount code will remain strong. This is the only website I get samples from. I actually had to order a sample for a video I'm doing from another competitor site that I won't name. It was just a horrible experience. I wanted to, first of all, they gave me so much less than, I know it was because I weigh fragrances, for making my own, and it was so much less than what I paid for. The vessel was horrible. I opened it up and half of it spilled out. It took forever. Decantshop.com is really the best place to get samples. And that's the end of the story. You use that coupon code MAX12. So we're going to talk about 4 fragrances today. All of them, of course, are available on Decant Shop. We'll talk through the 4, and I'll tell you why I was interested in each one. Well, the first one is from the house of Imaginary Authors. Sundrunk is the name. I think it's the newest release from Imaginary Authors. I own 2 bottles from this brand. Memoirs of a Trespasser and City on Fire. And then I have some travel sprays. I have Oh Unknown, I have Mint Julep, and I have Cobra and the Canary. I sold Every Storm a Serenade just because it's actually not a bad fragrance, right? St. Julep, not Mint Julep, St. Julep. It's not a bad fragrance. It's just, I feel like I've smelled that before. It didn't really seem like something I saw myself wearing. Eventually, I would like to get Cape Heartache, Falling to the Seas, The Soft Lawn, and I need to try Whispered Myths. I think that's the only Imaginary Authors fragrance I haven't tried. This one came out last year. It's $38 for the travel spray, $95 for the 50 ml, and the notes are neroli, rhubarb, honeysuckle, rosewater, orange zest, and first kiss. There's always that imaginary note with Imaginary Authors fragrances. And so this one is really interesting. I smelled this one and off the rip, and I was like, it smells like a plastic orange, like orange drink in a plastic bottle. And I really was sort of put off. And then I sort of read through some reviews, and they sort of said, oh, it's fizzy. It's like a fizzy orange drink. And I sort of really got that at that point. I was like, oh yeah, it's not plastic, it's fizz. So the same way that like a fragrance that I really liked, Coeur de Vetiver Sacra by l'artisan Perfume, someone said, oh, that smells like pickle juice. And I smelled it, and now I'm always reminded of pickle juice. I still like it. This one, I didn't really like it, and then someone said fizzy orange, and now I smell it, and it smells like almost like a fizzy glass of like Five Alive, all right? Like an orange drink you drink as a kid that's not quite orange juice. I remember I was reading, someone tried to describe Sunny Delight on Twitter, and they said it's like someone made someone a bet that was, I bet you can't make orange juice without using oranges, and like that was Sunny Delight. And like this kind of smells like fizzy Sunny Delight. It's a little floral, it's like effervescent, it's really good. It's just different. It's like a different take on like an orange citrus fragrance. There's floral notes here, there's like honeysuckle and rose. This is super synthetic, but in a good way. I really like this one. I don't know if I buy it. I'm sort of like debating that in my head if this is going to go on the buy list, but I really do enjoy it. Next up is from the house of Balenciaga. This one's called L'Essence. So I own nothing For Balenciaga, I'm not sure there's anything I really like want. I'd probably get like OG Borome and Cristobal, but nothing that's on the market now. They're not really going after the male market super strong. Did want to try this one though. I've heard this is unisex and good things. It was a 2011 release from Olivier Plage. Vetiver, Violet, Patchouli, Violet Leaf, Green Note, Sandalwood, Cedar, and bottles on a line are between 50 and 60 bucks. And yeah, just like if you like Cartier, what's it called? The one with Jesus, I can't believe my mind is blanking out on the Cartier, like Low. If it's Cartier Low, then like you'll like this. It's it's totally unisex. It's really inoffensive. Like there's definitely like a lot of violet in this one. There's citrus, some vetiver. It's green. It's like fresh. It's like clean. It's a little soapy. It's really good. I think it's like a nice unisex, clean fragrance, totally in the vein of like Cartier Low. And if I saw this, because I don't own a Balenciaga, and I guess this is like $50 online, yeah, if I saw this discounted a little bit more, I'd probably pick this up just to have a Balenciaga, because they like fragrances like sort of clean, like fragrances almost like silver smelling, like Silver Musk by Nasamato, and like the eccentric molecule sort of stuff. Like this sort of has that just like clean, neutral, androgynous vibe. So I think it's really good. I enjoy this one. Next, we're going to go to the house of Calvin Klein. This one's called Contradiction for Men. So I only own one from this brand. It's Obsession. I'm sorry, two actually. I have CK1 Shock, but I only bought a 30 ml. I have very little left of it. And that's it. You know, I'd like to get Escape for a blast from the past. I want to try CK2, Euphoria Pure Gold, and Obsession Intense. Now, this was a 1999 release from Carlos Benet and Pierre Wanier. It's got lemon, lime, lavender, mandarin, clary sage, nutmeg, coriander, pepper, cardamom, sandalwood, musk, ebony, and vetiver. And you can get this for $25 online. I got this because I think it was a 4-star, right? I wanted a sample because it was a 4-star review from Luca Turin. It's not quite barbershop-y, but it kind of is. It's like this lime, this like clean lime fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of shaving cream. And it's probably because there's lavender here and clary sage. So like that lime, lavender, clary sage thing, I think gets me to like shaving cream territory. But it's also green and woody. It's really clean. I kind of like this a lot. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it's one of the better Calvin Klein fragrances I've smelled. I don't like a lot of Calvin Klein fragrances, but it just reminds me of really good shaving cream, and I'm not sure why. I don't think it's I don't even think it's like it's definitely not a fougere. It's not a woody aromatic. It's not even an aromatic, I don't think. I think it's probably, and I should have looked it up. That's my bad. I think it's probably an Oriental, would be my guess. But it's nice. I think I might buy this. I have to think about it more. If I could find it for $20 though, I think it's probably in that like barbershop shaving cream sort of thing for me. And I don't think a lot of people think that about this, but I do. So I kind of like it. And then we're going to finish up this week with one from the house of Burberry. This is called London. It's the London's women's version, London Perfume. And again, this is a 4-star Turin, or actually this wasn't a Turin review. This was on the Base Notes Best 500 Modern Fragrances list. And I own from this brand the male version of this fragrance and Touch, the men's version of Touch. And I think one day I'm definitely going to get the original Brit for men. If you ever smelled that, it's a really nice like baby powder fragrance. But that's probably it though. I'm not really into the Mr. Burberry thing. This was a 2006 release from Ropion and Jean-Marc Chalam. And it's got rose, honeysuckle, tangerine, jasmine, peony, tier flower, clementine, musk, patchouli, sandalwood. And it's like $25 online. So this is really feminine, really floral. I think it's a really nice floral fragrance. It's not like it's a designer floral. Okay, you're gonna get honeysuckle, rose, jasmine, some citrus. If I was a woman, I would definitely consider wearing this. As a guy, it's not my thing, obviously, right? Like, it's just not. It's too feminine for me. But if I was a woman, I would love to smell this on a woman. I think for $25, if I was a woman's collector, I would definitely have this in my collection. There's not a lot to it. It's just like a really sort of clean, safe floral, but it's pretty good. So if I'm going through these four, I'm gonna rank them. I'm going Contradiction 1. Something about Contradiction just does it for me. I'm going Balenciaga 2 because I actually like that one as well. Sundrunk 3 and Burberry, I'll end it for her 4 just because I'm a guy. Would I buy any of these? Contradiction is really on the fence. I have to give it a little bit more. I have to wear it a few times. Balenciaga Lessons, I'd probably buy it if I saw it for the low. Sundrunk, I just need to get to know you a little bit more. 50 ml for $90 isn't expensive, but it's not exactly it's not a basement buy. I don't know if I like it that much. I enjoy it. I don't know if it's a novelty act though, or I really enjoy it. And Burberry London, if I was a woman, I would definitely consider this if I liked floral fragrances. So that's going to be it for this week's episode of Sample Shopping, guys. I'll see you again real soon with more videos. Let me know if you've tried any of these and what your thoughts are. Love to know. My name obviously is Maximilian.
Any problems, no problem. Camera smoke. I want ink, crack weed, any gram of dough. Understand, my man.